Good morning to all. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you, well, actually, I can check myself. Oh, it's over there on the thing. All right, y'all can hear me good. Okay, cool. I called myself checking, but I appreciate y'all. All right, let me speak to y'all. Oh, not the Diddy trial. Let me change this image. My bad. Hold on, y'all. Give me like 2 seconds. I'll be right back. No, I don't got Diddy on here. Okay. All right, now I think we good. We good now. We good now. We good now. All right, give me 2 seconds. What's up, everybody coming in? Good morning to you. All right. What's up, everybody? What's going on? We have a really busy day today. All right, there we go. All right, we have a really busy day today. As you guys know, the Diddy trial does not start until 11 a.m. this morning. So we have a little bit of time. But hello to everybody. Miss Lynn Jones, good morning. S. White, good morning. Lori, good morning. Creole Girl, good morning. Mama V, good morning. Baby Peaches, good morning. Felicia, good morning. Cam, good morning. Uh, let's see. Miss Annette, good morning. Kay Calloway, good morning. Bama Girl, good morning. And Miss Butterfly, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing on this mighty morning? All right, so let's I had this in my spirit and in my soul, and I needed to get this thing out. I needed to get this thing out. So we're gonna go over a couple of things that have to do with Brian McKnight's sorry bitch ass. And then we're going to be talking about how he tried to come for his brother coming out here telling us about Nico because he wasn't gonna do it. You sour son of a bitch. Listen, and if y'all don't want to hear a good read, then you might want to check out. Okay. You might want to check out. I mean, y'all listen to the reads everywhere else. So I don't see why you would have a problem with my reads. Anyway, the deadbeat pappy, we must get into the deadbeat pappy. You ain't shit. It's a special place in hell for a bitch like you. So we're gonna get into it. Yeah, I said it. It's a special place in hell. But before you go there, I got something I want to say to you. Before you go there. That's before you go there. Before you go to hell, I got something for you. All right. Okay, so before we get into everything, child, I'm feel real discombobulated this morning. But anyway, before we get into everything, we are. I don't think. Well, wait a minute. I don't know what's. Oh yeah, that was yesterday. Okay. I see what YouTube is doing. So a lot of times y'all don't get the notification from YouTube until after the people have gone live. I just got a notification from Tisa Tells that says she is live and she ain't currently live. Child, I can't. Anyway, let's get into a couple of things. So, as we know, Brian McKnight is estranged from his children. Okay, his black children. Let's be very clear. His black children. He over there with Miss Ling Ling. Like we give a damn about Ling Ling. We don't care about Ling Ling. Okay, we don't give a about Ling Ling. Okay. We don't care nothing about her. I want you to be very clear about that. You try to force this lady in our face. We don't like her. We don't care about her. We don't give a we don't give two flying. Do you understand? We don't care. We don't give a. Ooh, Lord, you know I really want to cuss real bad this morning, but we don't care. We do not care about Ling Ling or whatever that lady name is. Ling Ling, whatever. We don't care. All right. Welcome to everybody coming in. Please, as you guys come in, make sure you hit that like button. It is a free way of supporting the platform. Hey Terry, hey IPV, hey Cyber Groupie, Miss Janetta. We got TK, Miss Annette. I see y'all. What's up, CC? What's going on, everybody? All right. So this is the TikTok video that Nico's uncle did, Mr. Clyde McKnight, which is Brian McKnight's brother. And I want us to listen to this as I feel like it's very informative. Like we really need to listen to how Clyde McKnight is speaking. I don't think he was disrespectful at all in his statement. Um, I think he told the truth. I think he told what most have already seen in the news and in the media. And so we're gonna get into that, and then we're gonna get into Brian McKnight's sorry ass video. And then we're gonna read and drag him, and then we're gonna see what Miss Julie McKnight, Brian McKnight's ex-wife and the mother of his black children. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get into the things of the things. Let's do it. Oh wait, let me turn my desktop audio on.
Post about this, and as the day wore on, I realized that how could I not post about this? This morning I found out that my nephew, Nico McKnight, passed away. He'd been bravely battling cancer for the last 2 years or so, and I have a lot of feelings right now. I'm not going off a script or anything like that. I'm just gonna be raw with how I'm feeling. Nico was one of those amazing kids who was quirky and curious and ridiculously talented. Amazing singer, an amazing guitar player, had a great eye, was a photographer. And just one of those kids that, at least in my estimation, was somebody you always wanted to be around. And so it really sucks that he's no longer with us. And I will also say, probably one of the reasons why I wasn't going to post about it is I post a lot of things, but I don't post a lot of really, really serious subject things, or certainly family things. And I wanted to post this about Nico, about his legacy, about how amazing he is, and not about what some of you may have heard about, you know, the family drama that has existed for quite some time in our family. I'm not here to discuss that or to talk about how that happened or why it happened. This is not the time or the place, but what I will say is, in any situation, there's always at least 3 sides to a story. There's my side, your side, and the truth. And the truth a lot of times is somewhere in between. So here's the thing. I don't know exactly what was going on there. I know what I've seen. I know what I've heard from all parties involved. And I try not to judge. I just try to be as loving to each person as I can be, because apparently there's so much hurt going on, or was so much hurt going on, that a lot of things didn't get resolved. And again, I want to go back to Nico. I know that kid had a lot inside, a lot eating at him for a long, long, long time. That may have contributed to what happened with him. What I do know is he's out of pain now. And so I can rejoice in the fact that he no longer has to go through the chemo and the radiation and everything else. But I just want to uplift that young man and say we will see him again one day. I love you, Nico. Uncle Claude.
All right, so this was Clyde's message again. I don't think he was disrespectful in this message at all. Now, Brian McKnight is, we're about to listen to Brian McKnight's video, and my thing with him is, you sorry son of a bitch, if you had come out and publicly told what happened, to see if you was in a good space with your son, you wouldn't have had no problem with his uncle coming out telling what happened. You see what I'm saying? See, his uncle did it because yo sorry ass didn't do it. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you why we don't care nothing about Ling Ling's ass. We don't care nothing about her because she should be over there telling you that you should have a relationship with your other children. What's her name don't want you. She don't want you. So it's nothing that you have to worry about getting with your ex and co-parenting with your grown kids. See, the problem is what y'all don't realize is when your kids get grown, there is no need for co-parenting. What the need is you actually having a relationship with your children. That's what the need is. Your sorry, big-headed, watermelon-headed ass went over there knowing good and well, well, you got a problem with your brother. None of us would have known what was going on with your brother, with Nico, until your brother said something. You dog face son of a bitch. Let me tell you something again. I don't like when people do this type of stuff and then they come out and try to gaslight everybody by saying, "Oh my God, you know, um, um, you know, eh, oh, he was so wrong for coming out telling everybody what was going on with my son," as if you had a great relationship with your son. You said, specifically, hold on, I'm gonna read it to y'all because I don't even really remember where I saw this at. Hold on. Um, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Here you go. So this was a TikTok conversation. So someone said this to him. Please hit that like button. There's no reason why we have 85 people in here and only 39 likes. Hit that like button, baby. It's free, honey. The same God that said, honor your father and your mother, also said, children are a gift from the Lord. They are rewarded from him. And train up a child in the way that they should go. And when they grow old, they will not depart from it. Your children are a reflection of the work and prayers and spirituality and moral compass that a parent pours into their children. You disowned your kids and you disown the kids that you created, and you are also against. God is not pleased with that. And again, remember that you will have your judgment day with him. Carry on. He responded and said this. Brian McKnight, that is, responded and said this. God wasn't talking about my children that are a product of sin, which these two are. I didn't raise them, their mothers did. Number three, sorry. Oh, sorry. Number one, God wasn't talking about my children that are a product of sin, which these are. Number two, I didn't raise them, their mothers did. Number three, know the whole story before quoting the Bible. Number four, take your unaccurate negativity off of my page and try being happy. Brian, sit your stupid ass over there and shut up, dumb fool. Because these are the very things that. So you really just proved her right in what she just said. Because then you turned around and said that God wasn't talking about the children that are a product of sin. Do we really want to have the conversation of what a product of sin is according to you? You are a tired piece of shit. Again, there is a special place in hell for you. But again, before you go, I got some things I want to say. Okay. So we're not finna get ready to play Brian McKnight's video. Sorry, piece of son of a. Listen, a product of sin. So what does that say about they pappy? Huh? Am I missing something? If you say they come from a product of sin, what does that say about the pappy? Huh? What does that say about the pappy? I'm just asking. What does that say about the pappy? Talk to me this morning. Talk to me. What does that say about the pappy if you say they are a product of sin? What that say about you? So you no longer living in sin? Girl. Anyway, moving on. I got too much shit to do today to be studying on Brian McKnight all day. Give me just a minute and let me put up the next. Oh, wait a minute. All right, so now let's put up Brian McKnight's stupid video. And listen closely because the audio is kind of like really low, and not only is it low, he's talking extremely fast. So And again, this is on YouTube. So I mean, not on YouTube, on Instagram. So I can't slow it down. But here we go. And then look, he didn't tag Ling Ling in here. We don't give a shit about Ling Ling. Ling Ling, there's a special place for you right next to Ryan. And I said what I said, and I meant it. Let's go, baby.
Big thanks to Clyde McKnight's tasteless and self-aggrandizing announcement on TikTok that frankly was not his to make. In my opinion, he inserted himself and used Nico's death as an opportunity instead of letting him pass with respect and dignity. It has instead turned into a circus, a mockery of a life now lost, making this tragedy into a reality show type drama. While that was unfolding, my family and I flew home to Maui and had a private memorial remembering him and all the good times. The last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home.
Now, I had to stop it right there. Let me get you together. So you're saying now that you went and you spoke with his mother and y'all wanted to get all these specialists. You wanted him to come. First of all, not only did y'all not have a good relationship when you did this, allegedly, you wanted him to come to a place where he wasn't welcome. If somebody is dealing with a illness and a sickness, ain't nobody coming to your negative house after you have got through saying that these children were a product of sin. Who do you think that is on their deathbed wants to sit up with you? Are you serious? Are you serious? We are literally talking about the same person who said that their children are a product of sin. And I'm trying to figure out, if they are a product of sin, what does that say about your dumb ass? So you wanted him to come to your home, come stay with you and your wife, and you haven't claimed him because he's a product of sin. Bitch, I can't.
He and his mother declined. The door of communication was open and remained open until his death. To the self-proclaimed mama bear, may God have mercy on your soul for not allowing him to accept that help and not allowing him to use that line of communication. There is great comfort in knowing God knows the truth and the totality of the whole story. I am truly thankful for the immense peace God has given me, and I've left everything in his hands. I have a clear conscience. The only judgment that matters is God's. My wife, our children, and I are eternally thankful to Almighty God that the suffering has come to an end, and grateful.
Your wife, you dirty son of a bitch. Your wife, you and your wife are extremely grateful. This man is a dog. You are a dog, Brian McKnight. I hope you don't never book a show again. And I mean that with all my soul. I hope the people continue to counsel your dirty ass. You and your wife, you got some kind of nerve. You and your wife ain't done shit. Nothing. She didn't set her ling ass over here. Need to be doing some nails and some feet somewhere. She didn't set her tail over here and ain't done or said nothing. You know why? Because she's very grateful that you are accepting of her children. And let me also be clear about something else. Nico's mother has every right to decline or approve of anything. You know why? Because that's her son. One that she didn't have a problem raising and getting together, while you sat over here and said that your children was a product of sin. Be clear, Brian, you are an extreme narcissist, and I know we use that word a lot, but you're definitely one of those. You're definitely one of those. I hope Nico haunts your soul for the rest of your life. That's my hope.
For all of your condolences. Thanks to those of you who have known the truth from the beginning and haven't let untruths, half-truths, or slander prejudice your opinion. A big thanks to Clyde McKnight's tasteless.
This, so you saying that what Claude did was tasteless definitely proves to me that you did not work anything out with your son prior to his departure from this earth. Let's be clear. You ain't, sir. This proves to me that you did not clear up anything with your son before his departure. That boy last year put out tweets literally wanting love from you. But because they were a product of sin, you felt like you didn't need to. See, if God operated like you did with your children, if God did that to us, we would be no good. Let's be very clear. If God did what you did to your son, if he did that to us, oh my God. So the same thing applies. You are a dad and you turn around and weaponize the word of God trying to say that your children was a product of sin, which says a lot about you. I ain't understanding why ain't none of y'all picked that up. Like, if someone says that their children are a product of sin, what does it say about their parents, about the person who's saying it? I don't get it. But again, you going off on Clyde proves a lot. You trash ass bitch. Okay. Now, let's get into Nico's mother and what she had to say. First of all, she said she called you a lie. You a lie. You ain't did nothing. That's the first thing. You's a bald-faced lie. All right, let's see here. Now, this is reported by On Site, and let me share my screen. Thank you. What's up? What's up, boo? What's up, Jada? What's up, boo? What's up, friend? IPV, that's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, Symmetry. Hey, Angie B. Hey, Angie James. Hey, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad somebody's saying it because I was wondering when y'all was going to pick up on this. If you saying that your children are a product of sin, that says that you was the original person who committed the sin, dummy. You big dummy. Anyway, let's listen to what Julie had to say.
I did receive out of the blue a text from him about a year ago when our son Nico was, going through his healing process. So I did get a very, very, very negative text from him during that process. And I'm glad you asked that because then I can address, he made a comment where he hasn't contacted our son because I left a very, he didn't say harsh, very aggressive voicemail. And in a way, I will say that that is true because once the text was received, I did make it very, very, very clear that this type of negativity is not what's going to be allowed in this space. And if this type of negativity is what you're bringing, do not bring it here. Mm-hmm. If you would like to be helpful, if you would like to be a part of this, no problem. Now you know how to reach me. But this is what we're not going to do. So I guess it was harsh.
Well, and is that the incident that we read about on social media and in entertainment blogs where I think that he made mention that you basically said stay away?
Yeah, he said his words were that I told him to stay away. What he was told was not to bring that bleep into this situation. The moment that he said that they were born out of evil, they were born out of sin, the moment that he said they're the way they are because their mother raised them, absolutely. And I Thank God. So at that point, he essentially just handed full everything to me, which I had. So yeah, if I'm protecting my son and my daughter-in-law, you will not do this in this space. And yeah, he was told that. Now you're more than welcome to be a part of this in a positive way. But once the text was sent, it was, oh no, thank you. No. But he is still welcome. Just you have to come in the correct way.
But I want to bring the bleepity bleep bleep bleep. I want to be welcome and bring the bleepity bleep bleep bleep.
No.
And you're not allowing that.
You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoever you are. I did receive out of the blue a text.
Okay, so obviously this is not recent as Nico's passing, obviously. However, this was probably a few months before his passing, which then in turn tells us that what she's basically saying is that Brian wanted to do things on his accord. He wanted to bring that Ling Ling wife over there, and Ling Ling ain't welcome over here. Okay. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. You the daddy. You the one that's welcome. Don't bring Ling Ling over here. Because what you fail to realize is what you have done is you have caused Ling Ling to sit over here and defend you in everything that you do when it comes to my kids that you said were a product of sin, the sin that you committed to birth them. What like, on what world, in what world is like this? Are people not understanding what's happening here? If your son is going through cancer, fighting for his life, fighting for his healing, and you think that a mama bear is not going to protect her cub from you coming over here, I don't care if you're the pappy, the uncle, whoever you are, you're not coming over here with this negativity. Brian, it's out there that you literally said that they are a product of sin. And they are the way that they are because their mother raised them. So not only are you throwing digs at their mother, but you're throwing digs at yourself with your dumb ass. You dumb. You big dummy. You stupid. Can we get some more likes, please? There's 115 people in here. We only got 64 likes. Please hit that like button. Go on and move this video up in the algorithm. I'm not mad at his mom for protecting what was right. I'm not mad at that. You are a dirty, sorry son of a bitch. Let's be very clear. And I told your ass we're going to start at 1 and we're going to keep on going. You're dirty. There's a special place in hell for you. There's a special place in hell for you. And I mean that. You sat up here and you said that they were a product. Y'all, I can't wrap my mind around that. A product of sin. And you're mad at your brother for coming out and letting the world know. Somebody that we knew, that as far as we know, was still fighting for attention with you, still fighting for you to be in their life, has sadly passed away. The man didn't say anything bad. As a matter of fact, what he said was, there are 3 sides to every story. Your side, my side, and the truth. You think that, again, you can come around with your negative attitude and think that people are, again, as I stated before, I don't hope you book another show, bitch. Don't book another show. And if you do, let me be quiet if I say something real too bad. Listen, again, there's a special place in hell. I hope you don't book another show. I hope you stomp your big toe and your pinky toe. I hope, I hope when somebody see you, they just slap the dog shit out of you. I want them to retch real far, retch way back there to our ancestors. I want you to retch on back there to our ancestors. Retch back yonder to our ancestors and slap the dog shit out of this man. And I mean the dog shit. I want you to slap him so hard that drool come out of his mouth. That's my hope. And I don't take none of it back. I sure don't. I don't take none of it back. Thank you so much, Miss RS, for your cash app, baby. I ain't even asked. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your cash app. Hey, that lady 1982. What's up, Harold? Hey, little baby. Brian was just pissed that his brother not only acknowledged his son, but also acknowledged nice things to say about him. That's the thing. Little baby, that man said nothing bad. Nothing bad at all. He really could have went there, but he didn't. Claude, what he did was he built Nico up, which I'm sure that Claude did that while you were absent. I'm very sure of that. I'm very sure of that. You dog face, rock waller face bitch. Yo, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine how Nico's it's a sister, a daughter, right? It's a daughter, right? It's he got a daughter, right, with Julie. And then not only that, y'all, Nico's wife. Nico's wife. We forget about Nico's wife. Nico was married. He lied. I recall him saying something about I can't abruptly speak, apologize to my son. Yeah. And I don't want us to forget this post. So let me read this again for the people that are just coming in the room. I don't want y'all to forget this. This happened. I think I said it happened on TikTok, but I think this was Instagram. All right. Oh, yeah, he does have a daughter. He has a daughter. That's what I thought. Oh, okay. Julie is not the daughter's mom. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay, so here we go. So a user said the same God. Well, first of all, he had done. Y'all remember when he had done a video, and someone says you have a daughter. You have a daughter, and I wonder how this post makes her feel. But here we go. That Julie raised, an outside child that Julie raised. Got it. This just go to show you that I listen. Anyway, so someone said the same God that said honor your mother and your father also said children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from him. And train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they grow old, they will not depart from it. Your children are a reflection of the work and prayers and spirituality and moral compass that parents pour into their kids. You disowned you disown kids that you created, and you are also against God. But judgment day is between you and your maker. Carry on. And this was Brian's response. And this is why folks don't with you at all. He said, God wasn't talking about my children that are a product of sin, which these are too. Nigga, you committed the sin. What the fuck are you talking about? That don't got nothing to do with the kids. You committed the sin. This is why I want somebody to slap the dog shit out of you, son of a bitch. Because what is you talking about? You are the one who committed the sin. They didn't ask to be here. I do remember that. I do remember that. Thank you so much, because we're going to bring that up. We are bringing that lawsuit up. Absolutely. I remember that. Then you turn around and say, I didn't raise them, their mothers did. So because you didn't raise them, and then you're justifying the deadbeat in your ass, in your blood. You're justifying it by saying, I didn't raise them, their mothers did. Or their mother did. Yeah, their mothers did. Number 3, know the whole story before you start quoting the Bible. It's not necessary, because the Bible never changes. The Bible never changes. The truth never changes. And number 4, take your inaccurate negativity off my page and try being happy. Sir, what the lady said was not negative. You see it as negative because she got your ass together. Okay? Because it's the absolute deadbeat truth. Now, let's talk about this lawsuit, because I do remember that lawsuit. Hold on one. Right, right. That's why I'm saying you're literally uh you're literally uh-oh. They did settle. I do remember that. But anyway, you're literally proving what everybody is saying about you as far as being a deadbeat. Saying that their mothers raised them. Their mothers raised them. Girl. All right. So Brian McKnight and his estranged daughter, Brianna McKnight, have settled their defamation lawsuit. So remember, back in 2020, Brianna sued her dad for maliciously defaming her on social media. Brian McKnight was accused of publicly humiliating his daughter by claiming that she was a minor and she engaged with sexual relationships with her oldest cousin. In the suit, Brianna alleged that her estranged father also had animosity towards her. Reportedly, Brian welcomed Brianna with a woman named Patricia Driver while he was married to his then wife, Julie McKnight. Brian and Julie share 2 sons together, Nico and Brian McKnight Jr. In 2017, Brian moved on and tied the knot with his current wife, Ling Ling Malia Mendoza, who has 2 children from a previous relationship in January, and the couple welcomed their son, also named Brian. See, that's a problem I have right there. So you mean to tell me you accepted Ling Ling's previous children from a previous relationship, but the children that you had that you say are a product of sin, the sin that you committed, you not claiming them? Boy, if this ain't some narcissistic behavior right here, I don't know what is. In the suit, Brianna criticized Brian for being there for his stepchildren while ignoring her and her biological brothers. It has been reported that Brianna attempted to fix the relationship with her famous dad, but he refused to communicate with her because she was a product of sin. The following year, she revealed aspects of her perceptions of growing up with an unnamed absent father. On her Instagram account, in part, Brianna wrote, "Daddy's little girl was never really a thing for me. Nobody understands that I've been through what I've been through except for my siblings. Believe it or not, I'm not always the person that I seem to be. I am not always happy. And most of the time, I'm battling my own demons just like everyone else. I grew up thinking that the things that happened to me and my dad's relationship was my fault. And that's what somebody like him is going to do, make you feel like it's your fault." She added that my father hasn't called to wish me a happy birthday in years, and yet I sit by the phone every single year, hoping that one day his heart will change. I'm so fortunate that I have 2 brothers who are father figures to me, who celebrate me and love me every single day, and we make up for the time that we lost. The anger and the sadness that I hold in my heart every day over this is sickening. In response, Brian wrote on his social media, Brianna was a promiscuous. Brianna was a promiscuous minor, and thereby he hoped, undermining Brianna's credibility regarding a post that did not even identify him. He added, and unfortunately, along the way, a couple of years ago, I caught wind that there was an older cousin who was above 18 who was quite possibly having sex with her. You said quite possibly? Quite possibly? You turn around and you done that? You're weird. This nigga is weird. It's weird. You are a dog ass piece of shit, Brian McKnight. We have nothing for you. Nothing. I want you to know you will be going to Hell Boulevard, okay? You will be in hell on Hell Boulevard. Absolutely. Absolutely. But before you go to hell, you accept every one of these reads that folks give. Yeah, I said that earlier. Ling Ling ain't shit either. Because you should be encouraging. And again, what I'm trying to understand is, Brian, you accepted Ling Ling's kids that ain't yours? And then you over here calling the kids that you actually had, that you created. You have the nerve to call them a product of sin? Right, Angela. Go directly to hell. And fast. Go straight to hell fast. Okay. Y'all, this is insane. This is insane. Retribution that is gonna come for that ass ain't gonna be sweet at all. What's up, Tracy? I don't care if she's selling cat on the playground. How is she the problem if an older cousin was messing with her? Exactly. Exactly. And Brianna, I want to say this. I remember when you settled this lawsuit, I was angry with you. I don't know you, but I was angry with you. I wouldn't have settled a goddamn thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Taking your ass all the way up and through there. Taking you through there. I'm sure he blames her for said. Yeah, absolutely. And this is where I believe he made up a bunch of shit on the child to justify his hatred. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's absolutely sick and disgusting. And Brian, I just wanted to get on here and read your ass for filth for the sorry son of a bitch that you are. And I know some of y'all probably don't want to hear this cussing when you wake up early in the morning, but oh well, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You'll be just fine. You sorry son of a bitch. Looking like a rock wall about her face. I don't like this at all. I don't. I do not. And then now you want to come on the internet talking about we flew to Maui and we had a private ceremony. Probably just you and your wife. Well, nobody else there. Well, nobody else there. One nothing of Nico's there, to be clear. To be clear, was nothing of Nico there. You had a bottle of Hennessy and a doggone, what you call them, flower necklaces. Sir. And won't nobody there but you and Ling Ling and her snotty kids. Sorry. I don't really talk about kids, but that just pisses me off that you would accept them. And I just say it's snotty. They probably are snotty, you know. Kids are snotty. Anyway, um, yeah, kids are snotty. I'd say that about my own nieces and nephews. Snotty nosed kids. It's the truth, right? Anyway, I'm sure that y'all was there, but won't nobody else there. Now, in part, in the most recent statement, Julie did say that Brian McKnight is lying, which is why I said if he did fly to Maui, it was for him and his family only to take a vacation to go down there. And then y'all just thought about it. Oh, yeah, you know, yeah, uh, we had a ceremony and all we see is Hennessy and a flower necklace. That's some shit you thought about at the last minute. And furthermore, you should not be mad at Claude, my bad. I about to say Claudia. You shouldn't be mad at Claude because Claude got up here and said beautiful things about Nico. Really beautiful things. Nico, I want to say this to you. Um, May God rest your soul. I really pray for peace over your soul. Um, it's so unfortunate that he is no longer here. To tell us whether he was able to fix things or not, which I think whether he was or not, I still don't have no grace or no mercy for his pappy. Um, Claude, I don't see what you did as being wrong at all. I don't. Julie, you keep sounding off. I'll be keeping you in my prayers. I'm not praying for Brian McKnight. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not wasting my good prayer. The one that I can reach heaven with. I'm not wasting that on you. I'm not. I'm not. I will be praying for Julie. I will be praying for Brianna. I will be praying for Brian McKnight Jr., the one that you do not claim. Okay. I'm going to be praying for Nico's wife. Okay. And furthermore, I'm praying for everybody except for Brian stupid ass McKnight. There you go. There you have it. There you have it. You roach looking son of a bitch. Did Nico have children? I don't know. I don't know. He didn't even publicly say he was even going to miss his son. His since you think you know everything video. It's all about him. That's it. It's all about him. And truth be told, again, this does nothing but prove what people have been saying over the years. When you got up and was mad at your brother for reporting your son's death, you didn't do it. You wasn't gonna do it. Let's be clear. And to be very honest, I don't think Claude came out. We don't know the exact date in which Nico passed away. I don't think Claude came right out automatically to tell us Claude passed away. I believe he gave Brian some time. Brian didn't say anything, so then he did. That's my thought. I could be wrong. He felt the need to pay tribute to his nephew. I don't see anything wrong with that. The problem is that guilt was eating your stupid ass up, and therefore you felt the way about not being able to be the first one to say something, which is still on you. It's still on you. I have nothing for you. Go straight to hell. Clyde literally said that he couldn't speak on anything in particular because he wasn't present to witness it. Yet Brian took that as disrespect. Sounds like a form of guilt to me. That's exactly what I'm saying. Straight guilt. Yeah. He never intended on saying anything about Nico because of where they were. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got for this video. Now, I do want y'all to hit that like button. Y'all blessed to catch up. All right, we on a roll today. We'll be live in about an hour or so, where we will be talking about T.S. Madison and Nene. I have some other videos that I'm going to be doing today. Of course, we're still going to cover. We're still going to cover the Diddy trial. And also for everybody, I just want to say this. I am a real one. I came up here yesterday and I cleared the air about the 3 content creators being banned from the Diddy trial. I don't think that it was 3 content creators. I think it was a content creator and 2 other individuals. And people sum that up as being 3 content creators. So other people's names are being thrown out there. It's so unnecessary, but I did come and clean that up. And I want y'all to go watch that video, because when people do not give correct information and they come back and clean it up, we should be grateful for that. Correct? Because who's doing that? Who's coming up here and clearing up something that they felt like they got wrong? Not many. So I need you guys to go watch that video so that you know that I did clear it up. Because again, and I told y'all in the original live, if I'm wrong, I don't ever have a problem coming and clearing nothing up. Okay? Nothing up. All right. So there you have it. A little baby, this interview with T.S. Madison was not Nene's normal like interviewing or whatever. I don't necessarily call those interviews. I really don't. I think when 2 people sit down, we automatically in our mind call this an interview, but I don't necessarily see what Nene is doing as interviews. However, it was very different because I felt like her and T.S. Madison have some sort of relationship versus the other people that she have invited on the show that she don't know nothing about. So it was good. It was good in my opinion. The comment section, I get it. Folks just don't like Maddie. I get it. And I'm also say this too. If you don't like Maddie, you probably don't want to come to the live, because I like Maddie. I don't have any issues with Maddie. Okay. Yeah, I take it as a conversation or as a chat. I don't necessarily take it as an interview. Anyway, the comment section was absolutely deplorable. And what I mean by that is like, dog, if you don't like T.S. Madison, what are you watching the interview for? That's what I don't get that. What are you watching the interview for if you do not like T.S. Madison? It really honestly makes no sense. But carry on. Carry on and do what you got to do, honey. Sidebar to the folks who are watching the replay. Let me kindly remind you that the comment section is for constructive commentary and not a space to tear down others. This is a friendly reminder. Y'all let them know, because I got time today. Oh yeah, they kept calling her. They kept calling her. Oh, I won't never have no respect for a man that gets up and disrespect women. And I'm with everybody else. The women that T.S. Madison has disrespected has been women who have come for her. That's what I don't get, why y'all go around saying that, because what has she said about y'all? Nothing. Everybody that Maddie has something to say that are women have been people that have come for her or that she has an issue with. Y'all go around her talking about she disrespectful to black women as if the black women ain't disrespectful back or wasn't disrespectful in the first place. Name a time where Maddie has disrespected somebody and it wasn't warranted. Name a time. Name a time. I'm waiting. Y'all just don't like Maddie, and it is okay. Just say that. You don't like Maddie. But the stuff that y'all be saying, again, help me figure out a time where she came from women unprovoked in a sense of not defending herself. They were very transphobic in the comments. Absolutely. And then the thing about it is y'all don't want nobody coming out here misgendering y'all. but y'all stay misgendering people that you do not like. It's still misgendering at the end of the day, whether you like them or not. Oh, IPV, you saw something. I saw something. Oh, what was that? I want to know what that was. Those comments, yeah, they were very transphobic in the comments. There was a period of time where I just had to turn the comments off. I really did. I was like, oh no, I'm not watching this shit. I turned them comments off so fast. Girl, please. I follow Maddie and I like her and Craig. I'm very confident and comfortable in who I am. I personally take no offense on nothing she says. Um, I respect me and my fellow sisters, just difference of opinions. I respect that. Maddie puts a name on every bullet she shoots. That's why I'm not mad at her. Does she say some nasty things about women? Yes, but she puts a name on it. And not only does she put a name on it, but do y'all not discuss the nasty stuff that those people be saying? Because they be saying nasty stuff too. That's why I don't understand. It's like so selective. It's selective. Like, oh, we get mad at Maddie because Maddie's saying this stuff, but y'all not getting mad at Tasha K for the stuff that Tasha K say, or Jess Hilarious for the stuff that Jess Hilarious say, or anybody else that is a woman that has said stuff about. And I'm not mad at Maddie. You talk about my mama, and I'm gonna get you. Period. So we cannot forget that when people say offensive things and there's a rebuttal in place, you find my rebuttal to be to be more distasteful or disrespectful than what you originally said. These people dog walk Maddie every single day. They throw shots and shade every single day. Then when she do it, oh, Maddie, you be saying a lot of stuff to black women. You be disrespect. Like, really? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But anyway, I'm just giving y'all a fair warning. If you guys do not want to hear Maddie, you're not coming in my chat and being distasteful, being transphobic, being any of that today. I'm going to cuss you from the rooter to the tutor. Do you understand? Don't come up in my chat. I'm telling you right now, you will see the thumbnail and you will see the title. Don't come up in my chat with no bull crap. And I'm telling y'all right now, if you don't like Maddie, you wouldn't tune into any of her interviews. That's exactly what I'm saying. People say awful things about her all the time. And what's highlighted is what she says. And again, when you ask what has been so offensive to you as a black woman, where you feel like, oh, this is geared toward me, I should take offense to this. None of y'all should, honestly. She ain't talking to y'all. She ain't talking to y'all. But y'all love doing that to the gays anyway, no matter who they are in the LGBTQ community. You know, and this ain't no shade to y'all, but women can say any and everything, i.e. Jackie. They can say any and everything, but the moment you clap back at a woman, you a woman hater. These people can call you all kind of bitches and hoes and everything else, though, right? But the moment that you call them that back, it's a problem. Oh, okay. Huh? The moment that you go to hell, it's a problem. No, no. Y'all love doing that. No, you cannot disrespect me and then tell me how to respond to your disrespect. There's currently somebody on here right now who consistently wants to disrespect me. But then if I get up here and I call them the very thing that they call me, Oh, it's gonna be hell to pay. Oh, you don't like black women. Oh my God, you hate black women. Oh my God, you have a problem with black women because you want to be a woman. Go to hell. No, they very well mistreat us. And I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody. So please don't sum this up to me generalizing and talking about everybody. I'm not. But for the most part, a lot of times women think that they can say and do anything that they want. And because that they are a woman, we're supposed to have respect for them in a sense to where we can't say what we need to say back. If you think like that, get that out of your head. Get that out of your head. Ain't no way. You're not coming over here disrespecting me and then gonna tell me how I can respond to you. Well, I have to say that because people will feel like I'm trying to generalize them, and that's not the case at all. Um, Jack Jerry Curl is one of the main ones. She need to back off from you though. And that's literally what I'm talking about. But no, it's cool. Let them keep doing it. When Jackie did what she did, it was very few people that I heard try to get Jackie together. Some of y'all was cool with it. But then if I had done a video violating the out of Jackie, y'all would have been mad. There were a couple of people talking about why are you going back and forth with that lady started it with me on someone else's channel, and then she brought it over here to mine. My issue was the fish comment, but that was due to past experiences. Otherwise, I don't have a problem with her commentary. There's a lot of people that use the fish thing. I don't use that. I don't use it because honestly, I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. I think a lot of people have different feelings on the fish thing. Some people feel like fish is a compliment. Some people feel like it's a dig. Some people feel like it's disrespectful. I don't know. I don't know. I think people got different feelings on that based on what community you reside in or whatever. I think that's where people get that from. So I don't know. Too many women think that way. A number of women think that they can hit a man and a man is not going to hit them back. That's how that works. That's another great point. Quiet as it's kept, some black women don't like black women. Ooh, symmetry. Now, baby, wait, you talking too good. You talking too good this morning. Now, wait a minute, symmetry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They be out here talking reckless under the comments about other black women. Wait a minute, symmetry. Symmetry trying to preach a little something this morning. Okay, symmetry. Because that is the truth. That is the very well truth. I agree. Um, and T.S. Madison said that she wouldn't use that word anymore, and she hasn't in a very long time. Right, symmetry. Don't talk with sense this morning because I keep saying that. I keep saying that. How do y'all expect for anybody outside of being a black female or black woman? How do y'all expect anybody to support y'all, to ride with y'all when y'all don't even do it for yourselves? Mm, mm, mm. Okay, so here's what Harold said. Harold said fish is a gay terminology for women who exudes femininity in the highest form. The context of it is more complimentary. It is heterosexual people who make it or who turn it into derogatory. Mm, mm. That's kind of how I feel about it. But I kind of steer away from the fish stuff because mm. Now, see what y'all don't need to do is mix this up with people who say folks smell like fish. You giving fish and smelling like fish is two different things. Oh, also, yeah, we gotta go live by DDG and Halle, baby. Oh yeah, gotta talk about that too. OMG, please, please, please never ever, ladies, run up on a man because some of them ain't got no chill at all. I'm one of those mothers that didn't raise her son not to hit a female. If she hits him, hit her back. She should have kept her hands to herself. Fortunately for them, he never hit back. Some people are like that because I'm not gonna lie. I got an auntie that tell all the time, hit back, hit back. See, this is why again I tell y'all all the time. You got to you gotta know when to walk away. You gotta know when not to engage. You gotta know about all these things. And again, when we talk about people, we're not talking about everybody. We're not talking about all heteros. I don't know what you call all heterosexual women, men, homosexual women, men, trans. We're not talking about everybody. We are talking about the ones that we see doing what they do. Now, listen. I'm gonna say this, and some of y'all probably not really gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it. Oh Jesus, I'm gonna say it, and I probably should wait till this live, but I'm gonna fit to say it now. One of the things that grinds my gears is when you have moderators in a chat who don't like the guest. And I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Michelle ATL and Brown. We know you don't like Madison at all. Why even come in the chat? Why even come in the chat with your bull crap? What's the purpose? We get it. And then we know you're gonna go literally make a live about Maddie because you don't like Maddie. But you're literally in the comment section. And not only is there other people who are watching the video who don't like Maddie, y'all have a mental issue. There's something mentally wrong with you when you tend to want to be around folks that you do not like. Well, why can we have our opinion? That's not the same thing. Y'all mean to tell me if y'all think Brian McKnight is finna do it, and if you think I'm finna be over there watching and listening, y'all are weird. I bet I don't. And hate watching is a thing, and they have something mentally wrong with them too. If you hate watch, something is mentally wrong with you. I something is mentally wrong with you. I'm going to be honest. Fish was a nasty comment made to a woman about their cat prior to meeting Bay's sister. That is what I understood it, or that's how I understood it. I think the two communities use it differently. I agree with that, which is why I said, um, which is why I said that some people use it differently. Some people use it as talking about women's cats, and then some people are using it as what Harold said, as a compliment or as a that's how. And I've heard women explain it that way as well. I think it just depends on what community you are in and how you perceive it. I think respectfully, everybody can have their opinion on it. You don't want to be called fish. I can understand that. And I respect that. I get it. I get it. In my opinion, it is the fear of missing out. So people consume content that's disturbing to them or hate watch, and you still got something mentally wrong with you at the end of the day. That's just the way I feel. I feel like you need to seek help. I do. There's not a bone in my body that is continuously going to watch people I don't like. Y'all knew Maddie was going to be in that interview, and you decided to come. One person said, "Nene, I'm not here for your guest," and commented the whole entire time that the video was going on. You had nothing better to do. Don't. That's not necessarily true, see through you. That's not necessarily true. I've heard women actually say and say that they don't mind it. So not all women. And again, I'm not generalizing anybody. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. Some women I have heard publicly come out and say that they don't see it as being derogatory. There are some people who have come out and said they see it as a compliment because they understand the lingo. Some people don't. And listen, I'm not here to say that people can't feel no type of way about it at all. I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I guess I'm in my big old age. I don't understand how calling a fish, from my understanding, means like you're well put together. Like you're giving girl, you're giving this. This is what I'm understanding it as. I know that they say it in a ballroom culture. They say it in a lot of things, and or in drag. And what it's supposed to be is a compliment that you are giving full, full female. You're giving girl. Like that's what I have heard a lot of people say that it is supposed to represent. And now, on another hand, I have heard people say fish or you smell like fish. Like, let's just take it for instance, what they was saying about Michelle not too long ago. You see where I can see the difference. I can see the difference. And not everybody is used to the gay lingo, right? So I can see it in both ways. I see it both ways. I don't use that terminology for anything, actually. I don't. I don't talk under women's clothes. So look, I'm not here to argue with y'all about it. I promise y'all I'm not, because I don't call people that. So I'm just telling you what I've heard it mean. I don't call people that. Okay? I don't. So like I'm just telling y'all what I've heard people say. Again, respectfully, if you don't want to be called fish, you don't want to be called fish. I get it. You don't have to worry about me calling you that, because I ain't saying that shit at all. I don't say that. I appreciate the discussion and your honesty. Yeah, like again, I've heard people say it. I can understand where some people may catch offense to it. I understand where people don't be necessarily offended by it. It's not in my vocabulary to call anybody a fish or be hey fish. No, I mm-mm. I only wants to eat the fish, and I'm not talking about the cat. I'm talking about real fish. I'm talking about like catfish. Like that's what I'm talking about, honey. So like, so I get it. I get that there are women that want to be called that, and I get that there are women that don't want to be called that. You know what I'm saying? So I respect it. I respect it either way. Um, not y'all laughing at me. Listen, I'm just saying, you bring me a piece of catfish that's fried and stuff, I eat it, honey, because the other stuff is just irrelevant. But I wanted to say that if you are going to come to that particular live, please, if you do not like Maddie, I just would prefer you sit this one out. I do, because I see what they were doing yesterday, and I thought about it, and I was like, should I cover this interview? And yes, I should, because it is from two people that I do like. I like Maddie and I like Nene. So this person in the comments is being obtuse. We are literally explaining the context in which the LGBT plus people use it, yet misunderstanding on purpose. I don't think any women or any woman want to be called fish. But then again, ham sandwich, this is what I'm saying. That is not necessarily true, because on the other end of that, I have heard women who don't have a problem with it at all. So I get it. I get it. I get that you probably wouldn't want to be called fish. I get it. But again, I have heard people say that, or women, specifically black women to be specific. I have heard them say that they don't have a problem with the term. Um Let me see what y'all saying. Um Most women, if not all, don't like it. Again, I've heard always, and again, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, oh well. Like again, I'm. You don't ever have to worry about Chef Don calling you no fish, okay? Because again, the only fish that I'm talking about is the fish that I'm eating, the fish that I fried extra hard and put some hot sauce. Mix some hot sauce in with my ketchup and a little tartar sauce on the side and a little side of mustard. Okay. Other than that, baby, I don't even get into the cis women conversation. I don't get into none of that because at the end of the day, I think everyone has their preference on what they prefer, what they like, what they don't like. Everybody, I mean, we're gonna forever deal with that. We're gonna forever deal with people literally like, so this is how I am. They do refer to gay men in as fish in Jamaica. Oh, okay. See, I ain't from Jamaica, so I wouldn't have knew that. I am more worried about tax cuts to the poor. You better talk about it, mother. Talk about that big, beautiful bill over there, mother of one. I don't refer to women as that either. I'm just explaining. No, no, no. I understand you, Harold. I get it. I get it. I get it. Um, Again, there are some who prefer it, some who don't. And I think that's with anything in life. Some of us prefer it and some of us don't. And that's just what it is. Now you walk up and you call me out of my name. See, okay, let me tell y'all, it ain't in my vocabulary, but if y'all want an example of somebody I would call fish, I don't know her, but just because I know it will piss her off, Jackie. Jackie, you fish. Oh, Jackie will be the only person that I will fool around and call fish. She called me ugly. She called me a bitch. She called me a homosexual. She called me all these things. And so, you know, I was very respectful to that lady. I was very respectful to that lady. It's only one Jackie. It's only one Jackie that I'm talking about. Uh, I ain't talking about no famous Jackie. I'm talking about Jerry Curl Jackie, Jerry Curl wig Jackie. That's what I'm talking about. I will call her fish. She called me all these names, and then if I come back and call her fish, then the people gonna say, "Oh my God, you don't like black women. You hate black women." Like, and then I really wish, and this is another thing I want to say too. I really wish that people would stop tying all black women or saying because we have something to say about one black person that has done something to us or one black woman that has done something to us, y'all feel like, oh my God, you don't like black women. That is not the case. I feel like if you disrespect me, you get it right back. She called me very horrible names. In the email, she called me a faggot, to be clear. But again, if I say something to her, then I'm wrong. I'm disrespectful. And I know that that's what people do all the time. Like you think you can come over here, you can do all these things, but then when I turn around and give you exactly what you give me, then I'm being disrespectful to women and I don't like women. This is why I don't care no more. I don't care what you say. Yeah, I hate black women and what? What? My numbers speak different. Not only do my numbers speak different, but my content speaks different. My content, it just speaks for itself. If one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna defend a black woman. I'm gonna do that. You better understand that I'm gonna defend a black woman before I would defend anybody else. Well, we got the children. So I would defend the children first, and then I would defend the black woman. Let's be very clear. So now I don't care when people try to throw that up in my face. Or I was trying to be cool with you because everybody was saying you hate black women. I don't give a plum. Do you understand? I don't care. Again, my content speaks for itself. I guess I might be slow to understand, but being being a '60s baby and not familiar with the new terms meaning doesn't make me difficult. Um, I honestly don't understand why some would be okay with it. I just again, I think it's a preference. It's a preference thing. People just don't have a problem with it, and there are black women, unfortunately. Well, I guess it's unfortunate for you, but there are black women who really do don't. I mean, they don't have a problem with it. They just don't. And those of us who spent time with you in your presence know that's not the case. Thank you, Demi. I appreciate that. Absolutely, absolutely. Black women support me the most. Let's talk about my first brunch. Black women, straight black women. Do you have any older men that support you? I want one of them to explain. For I'm not bothered because I don't have the answer. LOL. Um, right. It doesn't make you slow. Um, I don't. I do have some older gay friends that uh and maybe one day we will have an open conversation about this. I mean, because it is 2025, and as rights are being stripped from everybody, trans, the rights are being stripped from trans, from women, from biological women as well. Uh, y'all, yesterday, somebody sent me a video on TikTok. Somebody sent me a video on TikTok, y'all, and ICE is out here really running amok, honey. They picking up any and everybody. Y'all, I don't know if y'all understand, but the Haitian community is getting it, and this really don't have much to do with this. I'm just saying that we need to, I think that these conversations are they need to be had, because again, and we don't have to agree. I think that's another thing that y'all fail to realize too. We don't have to agree. We don't have to agree. But these are conversations that I feel like need to be had so that people can understand it. Like, for instance, me and Tracy, we had a conversation on Saturday about the Diddy trial, right? And I like going back and forth with Tracy. I love going back and forth with Tracy. But the thing was I was able to see her point of view. She was able to see my point of view. And what I'm saying is that sometimes in a lot of these conversations, we really have to understand each person's point of view and then move how you move, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to accept anything, but move how you move after you get your point across. You see what I'm saying? And so I think the conversations are important. Don't they have a new ban on some of these countries? Yep. Now, how I get in this? I'm just using you as an example, honey. I'm just using you as an example to say that these type of debates, conversations can be had, and I I just I don't know. I just saw a lot yesterday that really aggravated me. It did. It was nasty. So if you right, it shouldn't cause friction. It shouldn't cause friction. It shouldn't cause any of that. Just allow people to have their opinion. Set your boundaries. Once you set your boundaries, if they disrespect your boundaries, then of course you could check them about disrespecting your boundaries. But until it gets to that point, I don't think all the vitriol is necessary. I don't. What up, though, Mims? I spoke to Julie McKnight. She's in good spirits as well as to be expected. First of all, Mims, since you're in here, I want to say this. Um, and I know you probably like, why is you putting me on the spot, or why are you saying this? But praying for you, sir. Praying for you, and keep doing your big one out here. Keep doing your big one. We love you, Mims. We love you, Mims. We're praying for you. But thank you for letting us know that, because I was wondering, because I don't think the video that I played earlier was as recent as Nico's death. I kind of figured that maybe it was about a couple weeks ago. By the way she's talking, you can kind of tell that it Nico hadn't passed away. By the way she was talking, I could tell that. So thank you for letting us know that. Thank you for letting us know that. Mims is so dope. Mims is so dope. So I had to take that time to say that. Chef, I respect you enough to want to hear your opinion. I think the problem is a lack of just respect for other people. Yeah, I think this is why I say a lot of us, we don't set those boundaries that we should set. And once we set those boundaries, if somebody disrespects those boundaries, it's a different conversation to be had. But I think that the conversation need to be had and boundaries need to be set. The older gays are more private. I saw that growing up. My cousin and I didn't even know he was until I was in my late 20s. I understand. It doesn't make you slow for not knowing. Yeah. I mean, listen, I think all of this stuff we learning every day. Listen, the gays walk around here talking about one of their positions is a side. I don't know. Listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck 50 with y'all. Listen, I don't know about no side. I don't know about no none of that. 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 What I do know about though is, listen, you either want it or you giving it. Either way. That's the way I see it, right? But I'm saying that because there are a lot of new things, and I know y'all probably sound like I'm talking about somebody old, but a lot of new things I feel like, a lot of new terminology, a lot of us don't know it. We don't know it. Some of us don't know it. Even people who are in the community. And I know for me, child, I'm learning something new every day. Every day. I'm like, girl, what is that? What is a side? Like, what is that? So I do feel like these conversations do need to be had. Mims, we were talking about, we had got on the conversation because I told them I wanted to recap Tess Madison and Nene's sit down. And I was just telling them, like, don't come over here if y'all don't like Maddie, because I feel like what y'all gonna do is turn this into, look, clearly we're gonna be talking about Maddie and Nene. And I'm not saying you can have your own opinion, but some of these people are straight hateful and it exudes. And so that's what we were talking about. And it brought up a whole nother conversation about the fish conversation, or calling people fish, or calling women fish, or calling women fish. And so some women were saying that they didn't like it. Some women were saying that it was offensive. It's not in my vocabulary. Again, the only fish I know is about that hard catfish, fried extra hard. Okay, extra hard with all of the condiments, including mustard, ketchup, hot sauce, and tartar sauce. That's the only fish I know about. So, Mims, okay. I don't I'd rather talk to you offline, but I noticed you yesterday, and the fact that you pushed through, you pushing through. The fact that you're pushing through says a lot. And yeah, we really praying for you. We praying for you. We really are. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Mim said, I appreciate that, but to be honest, I'm not focused. I have passed on multiple interviews and collaborations with legacy media. Maybe I will be in that headspace for a couple of weeks. We praying, bro. Like for real, for real. Um, I noticed that in your live yesterday. Um, and so I yeah, we love you, Mims. Y'all show Mims some love for real, cause um he really out here boots on the ground. He been at the trial. He's still bringing content even with everything that he's going through, and that's I really want y'all to know that as subscribers, like people really get on here and they put literally what they're dealing with on the back burner to make sure that everybody is getting the content that they deserve and that they need. Um, and I think that sometimes people forget that we're human and we do also have things going on as well. So again, I want y'all to show love, and send some prayers, or send some, if you don't pray, send some good vibes, positive vibes over to him. Um, and I'm hoping that you can come out as soon as you can, man. Like I really do. Hey, Aunt Natty. No, I promise I didn't even see you, Aunt Natty. I promise I didn't see you. I promise. Yeah, I promise I didn't see you. I promise, I promise. But hey, Aunt Natty. Hey. Listen, y'all. So y'all know again, court is a little bit later today. So of course we're still gonna be live about it. Um, yeah, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. I'm here for it. This too shall pass. I don't think people like or understand trans people, but I understand not wanting to be referred to as fish or cis. Respect is respect, and if a trans person was uh, misgendered, it would be an issue. I agree with that. I agree with that. That's why I say it's not in my vocabulary. I would never ever. I don't have the cis women conversation. I don't have the. I ain't doing that. I listen. Y'all ain't finna be pissed off at me. Y'all already say I don't like black women's child, so you ain't finna be sitting over saying that about me. I don't refer to people as that, but I do agree. Respect is respect. If don't nobody want to be referred to as that, respect that. Respect it. I think it's just that simple. It should be, but I don't think people are as understanding to that. Yeah, Anatti said close the doors, chef. Oh, she did. She said close the doors. He closed them doors, honey. Closed them doors. Let me see. Yeah, Anatti was finna go tell me to go pick my own switch out there, ain't it? So the basic theme is respect goes both ways, just like candy and Mills. Right, Mills still got jokes though. Ah, thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I try. I ain't perfect. I ain't perfect. By far from perfect, but I be trying. I be trying out here. My only gripe is when you explain what those words mean, and these people who never wanted to understand in the first place try to tell queer people that those words are mean. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. And then also too, Harold, I think what we also have to put, or what we also have to think about too, is that some of these people don't say it in such a positive way, right? Some people do say it in such a, and the whole, I hate to bring this back up, but the whole Michelle ATL and Brown thing not too long ago, it became a thing. Oh, Folks call her Fisher, say she don't smell too good, and all of this. So again, I see all aspects of it. I see all aspects of it. All right, y'all, listen. I'm gonna go. I done already talked about this deadbeat Brian McKnight. I don't got shit to say to you, sir. Again, there's a special place in hell for somebody like you. Um, the things that you have done to your black children. Yeah, there's a special place in hell for you. And Clyde didn't say nothing wrong in that video. He he gave good he said good things about Nico, which Brian McKnight did not do in his video. He was so focused on the fact of him not being able to or him not being the first one. You didn't have intentions on being the first one to come out and tell us nothing. Anywho, anyway, anyhow. Yeah, we learning. We just learning. We're learning. Mims, I'm not using StreamYard though. That's the only thing. Dang. Because I want to know. Mims, I'm glad you're here. So, why do people keep telling me that there's an article about you being kicked out of the courtroom? I don't think that's true because you were in the courtroom yesterday, right? You were in the overflow room yesterday. And since court don't start till later today, are y'all in line? Like, how's that working? I'm using Prism live stream, so they don't have links that you could drop to bring guests on. Or I would, I wouldn't have no problem with it at all. What I just want to know though, are you um isn't that donut guy spreading that rumor? Well, somebody came in the chat yesterday and said, Google it. Mims was kicked out of the courtroom. And I was like, I don't think Mims was kicked. What would Mims be kicked out of the courtroom for? Like Mims out of all people. So I didn't believe it when I saw it. But then people started commenting saying that there was an article out about it. And I still ain't seen the article. Like I haven't found the article at all. So I'm trying to figure out what these people talking about. Nobody has sent me the article. That's what I was saying. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Mims got kicked out. And bottom line, I think in what I said yesterday in my video when I was correcting the situation, I said, I don't think that we know who the person is unless that person at least comes out or somebody who was present at the time comes out and says that it's such and such. Otherwise, we're just guessing, hearing names, thinking it's this person, thinking it's that person. And nobody has sent this article at all. Allegedly, I don't know that to be true, so don't quote me, but I'm hearing his name being thrown around a lot. Yeah, Donati is keeping up a lot of mess. He is keeping up a lot of mess. That's actual fact. That's facts. That's facts. I don't know if he started this thing about Mims, but it's facts. It is facts. He's starting a bunch of shit out there. I don't do lines. I do line sitters because these people outside the courtroom aren't worthy of my time. I know that's right. I know that's right. Period. Period, Mill. I know that's right. Well, come on, line sitter. Yeah, I've been seeing a couple of people saying they've been getting line sitters. Like, I see you saying that. I think I heard Tisa Tell say that. I think I heard Queen Sheba say it as well. So I heard about that one lady who hopped up talking about their trying to take down a black man. Well, from my understanding, they told her what she said. She told Queen Sheba. Queen Sheba recorded her. I guess she went up to her. She was talking to the lady, and the lady said that the judge told her that she could be in the overflow room. Now, again, I don't know how true that is, but I heard about that one lady. Okay, I talked about that hero. He is the one starting all the trouble and rumors. He is off the chain. He is definitely off the chain. And let me tell you how far off the chain he is. He's so far off the chain that he ain't. I don't think that. I think that man was in the courtroom for like the first week, and then after that, all we see him do is be outside. That's it. Harassing folks. Telling Janice Combs that he would drink her bath water. I don't know why. That is disgusting. Okay, hold on, Mims, because okay, so I was correct. Wait a minute. So hold on, I'm gonna put the picture up here. You talking about this guy, Mims? Are you talking about this guy? So we talking about this guy right here. His name is this man name is Sean G. So I was right. Oh, he had a cowboy hat on. Oh, you asking a question, Andre? We're gonna see if Mim say if this the right person, and and if it is, I'm deleting my other video. I'm definitely putting it on private. Ain't no way. If I was right about this man, because other people was coming up saying that it was Ratchet TV. Now, I did watch some of Ratchet TV's live yesterday, but he was out there playing with them dogs and stuff. I was like, John, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Okay, I'm putting that video right on private, doing it right now as we speak. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Give me a minute, y'all. is Fizz put it on private. Cause that would make sense. Cause all his videos is outside. Let me go. Where that video is? A video live. Here we go, right here. Let me put this on private. Mm-hmm. Cause hey, I tried to come over here thinking I was clearing something up, girl, and I was right this whole time. I told y'all. He's back in the courtroom now. Oh, okay. So he was just banned that, or not banned, but I think people keep saying banned, and that ain't the correct word to use. I think the correct word to use is like maybe you was suspended for the day or something like that. Oh, okay. He's allowed in the overflow room and not the courtroom, which is the same thing that the lady said that was saying that, she cussed in the court or whatever she did. They were saying the same thing about her. Okay. Yeah, I was telling people saying ban. I don't think ban was the word. Because when you ban, well, I mean, maybe it is the word. If he banned from the courtroom, he can't go in the courtroom. He can only go in the overflow room. But anyway, I don't think it was three content creators. I think that people kept meshing up this particular situation along with the situation of the lady having the outburst in court and the lady that may have been following Armand around, cussing him out, talking about. And y'all, somebody was saying that that woman was really going after Denat or something like that. She was originally supposed to be going after Denat, but she actually said Armand's name, so she knew exactly what she was doing. Okay, all the crazy folk over there. Sound like all the crazy folks over there in the overflow room. Mm. Oh, child. Child. Listen, there's drama in the courtroom, outside the courtroom, on the side of the courtroom, in the back of the courtroom. It's just drama everywhere. He can go in the overflow. Yeah, that's what Mims just told us. Thank you, spiritual gangster. Um, he knocking folks over with when he turns around. Knocking folks over with what? Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. To be completely honest with y'all, I do believe they're not out there running amok. I do. I mean, he was running amok before he went to the Diddy trial, but he out there. He doing a lot. He's doing too much. It's too much, and I don't think it's necessary. Again, everybody who is out there is gaining a new type of. And I'm not even gonna say fame, but everybody who is actually physically stepping foot into that courtroom and coming out here giving us commentary, like everybody is winning, everybody is eating. Like I don't really understand what the I don't really understand what why is we doing that, sir? Get on the bandwagon of everybody else, give your commentary, and get your ass on. All this extra stuff you doing is so unnecessary. You're right. She started going after the other one in the courtroom, but then decided to move on to a larger content creator like Armand outside on break. Mm, mm. Well, people were saying that that and when she first started talking, it sounded like what she was saying was really for Denat, and I'm like, that doesn't even sound like Armand. Um, but I will say this again. I think Armand handled that very well because the old Armand, I think, prior to like with Fox Soul and all the rest of that stuff, I think the old Armand probably would have gave that woman, a run for her money. And I'm not saying fighting the woman or nothing like that. I think he would have really went in. So I appreciate him for uh walking away. You know what I mean? Then I better stop that foolery. Well, I did listen to Gene Deal's live. Gene Deal was saying that Denat was telling the feds on people. Now again, I don't know. I would assume because they said Denat in one of his lives. I don't watch him, but they said in one of his lives he actually did say that he was going to tell on Gene Deal, and that's what he did. Gene Deal said that there was a complaint made against him. He was told by the people there that he couldn't come to court for a couple days, but now he back in the court. And I monitor him up in a club too. He don't mess with Armand no more either. Oh yeah, y'all remember when the night went after Armand at that Zeus? That was a Zeus event, wasn't it? Oh, and another thing, I did see that. I did hear bits and pieces of that live from yesterday, and the way he was talking about Tisa Tells was crazy, y'all. I mean, crazy. I, my mouth was on the floor. I was like, what did this lady do to you? Jesus, I think that lady out there trying to get her coin like everybody else. What did she do to you? I mean, he now that man, he talked bad about her and he gonna say something about uh first of all, this court session is 8 weeks or however long it is, 6, 8 weeks. He over there telling people that she wearing the same clothes. Like, I mean, disgusting. She wearing the same clothes. Shit, I repeat clothes too. Who cares? Y'all act like y'all that rich. First of all, don't have no room to talk about nobody repeating the outfits, sir. Not with them little doo-doo braids in your head, them little dookie braids. Sir, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. Please just stop. 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 I repeat clothes too. I ain't no rich girl out here. What you think this is? Sure do. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go repeat this top is this shirt. What you gonna do? I seen somebody say that they wanted Simone Redwine said that she was there longer than she anticipated here. She had to go to TJ Maxx to get her some drawers. This is crazy to me. I don't understand. Make your money out there. These people are eating at the Diddy trial. All besides him, who is keeping up mess. Those who can do and those who can't keep other people's names in their mouth. Shout out to Armand and Tisa and content creators doing the work. Absolutely. I've been giving y'all a shout out literally every day. Like y'all have been boots on the ground. Um, I literally like watching you memes. Um, I like your breakdown. I like Armand's because it's super hilarious. And I like Tisa's because Tisa is so full of energy. So that's why I love it. Wealthy people not on TV repeat clothes too. Shit, I wouldn't give a damn if I was on TV. We were repeating these outfits. Y'all be mad at me. Would you never heard of the nut? Um, child. Uh, listen. Now I do agree with that. He was the way that he was approaching Gene was insane. Um, and Gene said this in one of his videos, and I actually do agree with him. He said, first of all, you're not even from New York. You're visiting here. Yeah, we watched Tisa yesterday. Yep, she was on ABC. Tisa was on ABC yesterday. Armand has been on Nancy Grace, TMZ. I think I saw him on Fox something. Um, and I get it. It's news, so they only give them about 5 minutes. But I wish Tisha was on there a little bit longer because you know I like everybody's take. I like everybody's take on this. It's a lot to take in anyway, so I like everybody's take. One day I might be in McQueen. The next day I might be in Fashion Nova. It's not about the cost. It's about wearing the clothes that's not letting the clothes wear you. Period. But I don't mind pulling out this polo, washing it, and putting it back on the next day, or the day after that, or the day after that. Who gonna check me, boo? Shoot. Like, girl, what is you talking about? One thing about it, everybody ain't in the clothes. But we're talking about the not talking about somebody repeating clothes. Have y'all seen what he been wearing? Nigga look like he going to a skate park. Are you serious? You got the nerve to tell somebody that they are repeating clothes? Man, get out of here. You literally dressed like a sixth grader and got the nerve to be sitting there telling somebody they're repeating clothes. Sir, bye. Burlington Coat Factory. Well, I can't lie, I ain't been in no Burlington Coat Factory in so long. I ain't been in the Burlington Coat Factory in years. I mean years. Last time I stepped foot into that, I think I was still living in Lubbock, Texas at the time. That was years ago. At least 15 years ago. Ross is a different story. It's Ross right up the street. I stay in Ross. I don't got no problem with none of that. We can't repeat clothes now. Isn't it like a week 3 of this? This is week 4 and or yeah, week 3. And yeah, I don't got a problem with it. TJ Maxx and Marshalls, absolutely. Um, don't sleep. Burlington Coat Factory. Um, yeah, okay. I don't have an issue with Burlington Coat Factory. I just haven't been there in so long. I haven't been there in so long. So long. I can't stand Ross, but I can do Marshalls. Yeah. I like all them stores. Listen, I don't care nothing about it. I wear Sheen, Fashion Nova, another girl that's cheap. Okay, y'all the ones shopping in these high ass stores, wearing these $2,500 shirts and stuff. Keep going. I don't get, baby. Please. Even if I had the money, I still wouldn't be wearing it. Some people are attached to the madness he brings. I'm not a fan of his. It's nothing wrong with a key, but he is low vibrational. Absolutely. Absolutely. I do agree. And the stuff that he do ain't even a key though. That's the thing. It's not even a key. It's not even a key. Yeah, it's it's not even a key no more. Like it stopped becoming a key when he started coming after people that for no reason. Like just stop it. Right? Just stop it. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go. I need to go finish making my thumbnails, and then I need to get ready. So I'm gonna take me a little break. It is 9:48. Oh, court starts in an hour and a half, or an hour and 15, 20 minutes. Okay, so we'll do T.S. Madison and Nene. Um, you know what? I may have to do T.S. Madison and Nene and members and Patreon only. That may be what I do. I don't know. I'll decide because girl, I don't got time to be playing with people today. I really don't. Y'all know how last Friday I felt like going off on everybody. I feel the same way today. Like, just don't cross me, cause I'm just in that mood. I am in that mood. Don't do it. Just don't do it. So let me do this. Hold on. And y'all know y'all can get Patreon for real cheap. I think the discount cuts off on the 7th. You get 60% off the first month, or 60% off if you decide to do it for the full year. But I am finna give some memberships really quick. Let's see. I just gifted 5 memberships. Let's see who get these memberships, honey. Miss Janetta, Nitwit, Ty, Cheryl, and Uncle Jay. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. All right. MB live last night was real rough. Who is MB? I don't know who MB is. Mary Barnes. Who is Mary Barnes? No, for real. I don't know who MB is. I don't know who that is. MB. I don't even know nobody that got a name that start with an M. Who MB? Now, typically, I wouldn't tell you you could put it in my chat. Otherwise, I don't know who you're talking about. MB. Mary J. Blige? Like, I don't know who you're talking about. Oh, Michelle, ATL Brown. Okay, got you. I figured that it would be. I figured. I knew that once. I knew that once I saw Michelle as a mod in Nene's chat, and once I saw her steady throwing digs at T.S. Madison, I knew she was gonna go live. I was waiting for her to go live after the premiere. Honestly. So anyway. All right, y'all. I'm going for real, for real. I'm going for real, for real. I don't know what y'all honestly expected from Michelle. Michelle does not like T.S. Madison, and I knew exactly what she was going to do. Now, for me, I don't think that Michelle needed to be in them in the comments, because girl, you're a mod, and you're the only mod on Nene's channel, and you're literally spreading hate. But then you'll be feeling some type of way when you get up there and folks get to dragging and reading you for filth. So, okay, so if Nene have Michelle ATL and Brown on her show again, and people decide to do the very thing that she did with T.S. Madison's interview, if they decide to do it with her interview, she can't be mad. You can't be mad. You getting exactly what you giving. So, anywho. All right, y'all. For real, I'm gone, and I will talk to you good people a little bit later. And for those of us that will be doing the trial, I will be with y'all a little later. Okay. Just keep an eye on the community wall and on um your Patreon notifications as well. That's why I don't care when they go in on the chick that stays in her closet, because no one wants her around. Ooh, child. All right, y'all. Bye.